Okay, so what does all that mean? And I'm going to break this down in layman's terms. First, you have to know who I am. I took the federal government to trial. I went through a 2-week trial with the federal government, which is very, very rare. Very rare. 97% of people who are federally indicted take a plea bargain. Very few go to trial. And there's a particular reason for that, because they are so corrupt in what they do. My charge was conspiracy to distribute 5 kilos or more of cocaine. And they had zero evidence on me. Zero evidence on me. And so all I can say with what Diddy's attorneys are doing, and I'll explain that briefly, is in order to secure an indictment and search warrants, there has to be evidence that is presented to a grand jury, right? And then that grand jury takes that evidence and they say, okay, there's enough here to warrant search warrants, there's enough here to warrant indictments, so on and so forth. So it's asking, where does that evidence come from? And if that evidence is tainted in any kind of way to secure that indictment or search warrant, then it is an illegal, unconstitutional violation. So with my particular case, they had no evidence against me whatsoever. No cocaine, no money, no video, no undercover sales, nothing. So where did they get the evidence to indict me? And see, I wasn't privy. My attorney that I spent $70,000 on wasn't powerful enough to secure those grand jury testimony before we went to trial. This is all something I learned fighting my case afterwards. So you are privy to those grand jury testimony when you go to trial. If you plea out and all that, you don't get none of this evidence. This is why you must go to trial. And you must make sure that how they secured that indictment, how they secured those search warrants was valid and constitutional, because all corruption in every case begins in the beginning. It all starts in the beginning. And then once they have all their pieces together, then what the prosecutor does is then come in and take all these pieces and make a puzzle out of it, so that they feel confident enough that if this individual was to go to trial, that they can now present this case to a regular jury to get this man convicted. But a lot of times they can't, and they know that, which is why they apply the pressure to get that individual to plea out. So it's all a system and it's all a game, but it's understanding that, can Diddy beat this case? Man, if they find corruption in any one of those indictments or search warrants and evidence wasn't real or lied upon, then anything they found cannot be used against him.